After this homeless guy got a makeover, he thought he had to be hallucinating. Jose Antonio had lived on the streets for 25 years when he agreed for a local salon to give him a makeover. However, after his hairdressers had finished working their magic, the homeless man looked in the mirror and thought he was hallucinating. Life had not been kind to Antonio. The former electrician, who's based in Palma, Majorca, had wound up homeless after a battle with depression. He said the debilitating illness left him feeling like a vegetable until he finally lost his grip on life. By 2015, Antonio had spent 25 years on the streets, where he learned to get by however he could. To earn scraps of cash, he helped people park their cars in a busy town plaza, earning himself the nickname Spirit of the Square. But while Antonio was a well-known face in his community, life on the streets had been tough for him. After being homeless for more than 2 decades, the friendly parking attendant had cataracts in his eyes and was experiencing troubles with his hearing and feet. Moreover, given that he had so much to think about just to get by, Antonio had pretty much given up on his appearance. He covered his face with an old cap, while his long, scraggly beard and hair disguised even more of his features. Noticing its neighbor's disheveled look, in 2015, Hair Salon Salva Garcia invited Antonio in off the streets for a free makeover. He agreed, and before long he was in the hands of a hairdresser, getting his gray mane cut and dyed on camera. Once they've tidied Antonio's locks, a stylist turns her attention to his beard, which she shapes into a style and gives a lick of color. Then, after trimming their client's facial fuzz down to size, a barber uses a razor to sculpt it to perfection. After a few final snips, Antonio's hair is coiffed into position. Using a hairdryer, his stylist manipulates his newly dyed dark locks into a stylish quiff. After that, she tweezes his eyebrows before applying a touch of makeup to even his skin tone. All that's left for Antonio to do then is to change out of his old clothes and into something more fashionable. So he dons a crisp white shirt, some slim-fit red jeans, and a pair of shiny new shoes. Finally, he's ready to see his new self in the mirror. In the video of his transformation, Antonio sits in a chair while a salon worker pulls open the shutters covering the mirror. As his reflection is revealed, it's clear that he's amazed by what he sees. His large mouth hangs open, and his eyes widen before he lets out a long breath in disbelief. Finally finding his voice, Antonio utters a few profanities before saying, "Oh my God, I don't recognize myself." Failing to come to terms with what he's seeing, he excitedly adds, "I'm hallucinating. It's really me?" Imagine what his friends and neighbors will make of his new look. Antonio said, "No one will recognize me. They'll say, 'You're not Jose Antonio.' No, no one will recognize me. As long as I don't tell them who I am, no one will recognize me. I assure you, the whole neighborhood will not recognize me." And it soon appears that Antonio's premonition is right. Because when he steps back onto the street, he's met by looks of disbelief from members of his community. "No, it's Jose?" one man asks, while a group of ladies tell him he looks very, very handsome. After his trip to the salon, Antonio said that the experience had changed him totally. However, he could never have anticipated the turn of events that his transformation would spark. Because by the time the video of his makeover landed online in March 2017, things were already looking up for Antonio. For a start, Antonio was no longer homeless and was renting a room in a shared home. Now that he had a permanent address, he was able to search for work. However, in the meantime, he sought treatments for the ailments that had dogged him for years. Antonio also began to invest more time in his looks. As a result, he decided to return to his natural gray color, which earned him comparisons to Hollywood heartthrob George Clooney. And just like the actor, he was already proving to be a hit with the ladies. Thanks to his transformation, Antonio had a new lease on life. "The new look has helped me deal with the way I feel inside. It's had so many practical consequences," he told Mail Online in 2017. "There was no way I could have found accommodation before. I would have been turned away." And according to Antonio, he had the Salva Garcia salon to thank for it all. "I doubt any of these changes would have happened if it wasn't for the help of people like the hair salon owner and other locals who have assisted me to get back on my feet," he said. "I'll be eternally grateful to them." Speaking about his most famous client, salon owner Salva Garcia revealed that he'd been trying to get Antonio into his chair for quite some time. I'd been telling Josete for a while that I could do his hair and beard for him one day, and he said yes, he said. Expressing his joy in being able to help Antonio, Garcia added, "I'm really pleased at the way things are going for him. He's a fantastic guy. The physical transformation has definitely led to a change to many things in his life." Check out these other videos from Let Me Know. If you haven't made the move to subscribe to our channel, all you need to do is click on that red subscribe button. Thank you for watching.